The sun barely peeked through the thick curtains, scattering patches of light across the room. The main character, Alex, slowly woke up to the rhythmic buzzing of his old alarm clock, feeling his bones creak from sleep. He reached for his smartphone to check messages. No new emails, just the usual weather forecast and a notification about coffee beans. In the bathroom, Alex studied his own reflection in the mirror. Dull eyes, slightly messy hair, a bit of morning stubble. The cup of black coffee smelled familiar, bitter, and the slice of toast with honey tasted sweet, even without much flavor. He followed his usual routine, getting dressed, catching up on the morning news, checking emails, reviewing the day's plan, everything as usual. Stepping outside, he noticed the air felt thicker, as if the city had held its breath. People rushed past him, and the scent of fresh asphalt after rain brought back childhood memories. Alex smiled faintly and thought, today will be a normal day. But as he crossed the office threshold, the air seemed to compress. From all corners of the room, soft melodic voices began to echo, voices no one had heard before. At first, he thought it was a hallucination, stress, or fatigue. But when objects on the desk started to tremble slightly, his heart began to race. Then the unbelievable happened. From nowhere, enormous crystals of light emerged before him, shimmering in colors that were impossible to describe. They formed a portal in the air, calling him somewhere far away. Alex stepped back, tripping over the rug, staring in disbelief at the wonder that had appeared in his mundane office. Fear, awe, and incredible curiosity mixed inside him. He raised a hand to touch the portal and felt a gentle warmth spread through his body. His heart pounded, thoughts raced. Is this a joke, a dream, or reality? Taking a deep breath, Alex stepped forward. The space before him expanded further, the light played with the new shades, and the voices, soft but certain, whispered something incomprehensible. He was almost ready to leap into the unknown when the sharp sound of the office door closing snapped him back to the ordinary. Alex froze, his heart still racing. The crystals had vanished, and the office looked exactly as it had before, but he already knew. Today, the world was not what it seemed. Deep inside, a feeling stirred that this was only the beginning of something much bigger. Alex sat at his desk trying to return to his normal work, but thoughts of the crystals wouldn't let him go. He replayed every detail in his mind, how the light shimmered in impossible colors, how the air had changed, and how the voices whispered something unknown. His heart was pounding faster than ever, and he knew that today he could no longer remain just an ordinary guy in an office. After a short meeting, Alex decided to go up to the roof, where he usually took a break for fresh air. The city looked normal. Lanes of cars, people on the sidewalks, the faint smell of coffee from nearby kiosks. But he knew this was just a mask. Somewhere nearby, that same unbelievable reality was waiting. Feeling a sudden gust of wind, Alex turned, and there, at the edge of the roof, the light began to shimmer again. The crystals had appeared once more, but now they were smaller, dancing in the air and forming a narrow tunnel, as if inviting him to step through. Fear clenched at his chest, but curiosity won. He stepped forward, feeling a gravity loosen its grip on the real world. As Alex crossed into the light, the sensation was incredible. The air felt soft, like silk, and the sounds around him transformed into a melody he had never heard. Before his eyes unfolded a landscape straight out of dreams, floating islands, rivers of light, strange beings that shimmered in every color of the rainbow. Alex could hardly believe his eyes. This was an entirely new dimension. His foot touched the first island, and he felt a gentle pulse of energy. The voices he had heard before became clearer, like invisible guides. Welcome, chosen one. It is time to learn more. Alex stepped further, and the world around him shifted again, as if reality itself adjusted to his presence. Excitement and apprehension surged through him at once. He knew there was no turning back, and every step could reveal secrets that people feared even to imagine. Then he noticed something strange. On one of the islands of light stood a figure, familiar yet alien. The figure raised a hand, and Alex felt that this encounter would change everything. The light flickered, and the story paused at the edge of revelation. Alex stood frozen, staring at the mysterious figure across the glowing island. Its form shimmered like liquid light, ever-shifting yet somehow solid enough to recognize. The figure's raised hand seemed both a greeting and a warning. What are you?" Alex asked, his voice trembling, though the melody of the place seemed to calm his fear. "I am a guide," the figure replied, its voice a blend of many tones, echoing in Alex's mind rather than through his ears. "And you are here because the world chose you, but every choice has a consequence." Alex swallowed hard. "Why me? I'm just me. I don't belong here." "You belong more than you know," the guide said, moving closer. As it did, the islands of light shifted beneath its steps, creating bridges and paths Alex hadn't seen before. "This realm is alive. It reacts to courage, to curiosity, to fear. The path you take now will shape more than just your destiny. It will ripple into your world as well." Alex hesitated, glancing back at the shimmering portal he had come through. His office, his normal life, seemed impossibly far away. Yet a small spark inside him urged him forward. "Where do I start?" he asked. "By choosing," the guide answered. "Step onto a path. Each leads somewhere different. Some to knowledge, some to power, some to truths you may not be ready for. But there is no turning back once the step is taken." Alex took a deep breath. The wind of this strange world brushed against his skin, carrying the scent of unknown flowers and electricity. His hand reached toward the nearest path, a bridge of light that pulsed invitingly. As his foot touched it, a surge of energy shot through him, and the islands around him seemed to stretch infinitely. For a moment, everything paused, time, space, even his thoughts. Then the path ahead shimmered brighter, and the guide's voice whispered one final thing. "Remember, Alex, reality is not what you think, and the journey has only just begun." Alex stepped forward, and the world of light and possibility unfolded before him. The adventure was no longer a choice, it was life itself. And somewhere, deep in the shifting glow, a shadow of a question lingered: what awaited him at the end of the path?